Actually, Tarnum, I'll help you make a... Do you have a torch out? Tarnum?
What?
Do you have a torch out?
I don't know.
I think Corian had light, but
Yeah,
he
my
has it with him
lantern's
over
still
there.
out.
Okay. Oh, you said you were coming back, though, didn't you?
I can.
Yeah, I think you said you were checking around that corner, and then you saw it kept going, so you're gonna come back.
Yeah, because he was telling me to go down in the trapdoor, and Tarnum was looking at the water at that time.
I've moved back into the room.
So does that give me advantage? Perception. 12.
Which direction is forward? Okay.
Anything you wish to do with it? Or do you guys wish to... Wait, you see that there's a tunnel. Do you guys wish to do anything with it?
How does swimming work in this game?
Basically, you can swim. I think it's half your speed, unless you're like proficient with it. And if you're holding your breath, it's your Constitution modifier is how many minutes you can hold your breath. If it's 0 or less, you can hold your breath for only 30 seconds.
For you said swimming a proficiency, like what would that be? Is that considered strength or
Strength.
okay? I am not swimming. I have a -2 for strength.
You can swim, just if you're swimming for long periods of time, but have you make a strength check to see if you can hold yourself up.
I feel like my character would drown.
If you're wearing like heavy armor, it would be difficult.
I am in heavy armor.
Alright. What do you need me to do?
Well, we technically right now have 3 options, right? Or 4. We have the water down where pouring was, the trapdoor, or the entrance in the other room. Any of those sound appealing to you guys?
We're in a hag's lair. Why would any of those sound appealing to me?
Well, I could take the trapdoor. Tarnum, you want to take the pool?
Alright.
Corin, where would you like to go?
You said this is a tunnel?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna stand here with my light so they can see what they're doing.
Okay. I guess I'll stand by the water and make sure Tarnum's okay. All right. So we'll actually start with Tarnum. So you're getting in the water?
I guess.
Okay. Are you swimming down in towards the tunnel area?
No, I thought I'd drink it.
I'm just making sure. Well, as you get underwater and you notice it is cold. It's not like freezing water, but definitely comfortable. You advance forward, and only for about 10-ish feet is there water. It actually goes back up to the surface fairly quickly, and you see another tunnel that goes straight forward. It's dark and it's kind of hard to see, but that's about as much you can get in about right here.
Can I like? I can't really light a torch and go stealthily, can I? Kind of negates each other. I can't really see anything down here. There's no natural light at all.
As you're looking forward, no, there's no natural light.
I'm gonna bring a torch out and just stand where I am and see what I can see.
Okay. You see that the tunnel actually continues forward. It was like 60 feet. Yeah, you can see pretty far. It advances forward and then it kind of curves to the right a bit.
Do I smell like a really bad smell again, or anything bad in here particularly?
Yeah, as you're getting closer, further into the cave, you notice the smell is getting worse.
All right. Well, I'm gonna
Almost as bad as it was out in the swamp, but
I'm gonna turn back, come back to the group here. Say, there's a tunnel through there about 10 feet down. The smell gets worse that way. I think hags are that way.
Hmm. Well, let's see what's behind door number 2 then, maybe. I'm going to, I better take I don't know if I have any torches on me. I'm going to politely ask Corian if he would loan me a torch.
I'll hand him a torch.
All right. And I am going to, let's use 2 hands to get down this ladder after what happened last time. I'm going to try to go down this ladder, down this trapdoor.
okay.
If you guys don't hear from me, please come and save me, okay? Guys?
I say sure.
Okay, thank you. So I go down the trapdoor.
Okay. And you said you have a torch or something?
Yes. I'm going to climb down the ladder first and then light it when I get to the bottom.
Okay. As you begin going downward, it's not very big or not very long ladder. You get down and you enter a pretty small room. I'll just draw it off to the side here. So you would be entering right here.
Okay.
You glance around the room with your torch. You notice that looks like a chute, kind of like a slide that you go down. It goes up into darkness. You're not really sure where it comes from. And you see what looks like a circular black altar of sorts, and on top of it sits a black book.
Oh, okay. Can I do a religion check for the altar? Does the altar seem religious in nature?
Okay, you can roll religion check.
All right. 14 plus 8, 22.
22. There are a couple symbols. some of the symbols are familiar to you in a sense. One of them in particular is a symbol of the nine hells.
Oh, that's pleasant. So the books
They're
on
etched
the.
across the altar and they emit kind of like a soft green glow.
I'm gonna shout back up the ladder and say that there's a book down here on a glowing green altar. Should I poke it?
So much for going quietly.
Oops. Listen, at this point, they should. If they didn't hear our last battle, I mean, you know, should I poke it with a stick?
Sure.
Can I check it for traps or anything? Like, if there's like this thing's gonna like attack me because I'm not like a hag or something.
Make an investigation check.
Okay, okay. I love forbidden knowledge. 22.
22. Seems relatively safe. You look around, don't see any tripwires or
All right.
buttons.
I'm gonna cast Mage Hand and open the book with my Mage Hand
Okay.
while stepping away in the corner of the room.
It opens up and a couple pages flip open. The pages look really old, but nothing happens.
All right, I'm gonna go over to it. Can I read it?
You're just like glancing at what the pages read.
Yeah, yeah. Is it in common or is it a language I don't know?
They are currently, the book is currently blank.
Blank book. I'm gonna ask you to come down, Avers, to take a look at this with me, since you are a sage.
Yes.
We got a magical blank book here. You got any idea?
Looks dark.
I mean, I'm assuming the whole. I'm using my mage hand. It's a whole book blank, pretty much. After I flip through with my mage hand.
Yes.
All right. I am going to back again into the corner of the room. I'm going to suggest Avers you do this with me, and I'm going to use mage hand to pick up the book and see what happens.
Okay. It lifts off the air. Starts hovering there.
Okay. I'm going to
From
bring it
the
to me.
mage hand, I mean.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm going to bring it to
You're
me.
floating towards you.
Yep. And I'm going to put it in my hand.
Okay. You hear, as soon as you touch the book, you get a cold sensation across all of your body.
Ooh.
And you hear a voice in your head that seems to be in the back of your mind almost. Tells you, mortal, you should, if you wish to seek knowledge, which I assume is one of your greatest concerns, you should read this book. It is it contains very forbidden and hidden knowledge.
Well, the book's blank. Voice in my head. I'm going to need a little more help than that.
He's speaking out loud. Saying,
I'm going to say it mentally in my head.
once you agree to do a favor in the future for me, I will let you read this.
I do like forbidden knowledge. But I also, I'm going to take the book and say we could talk about this later.
Excuse me.
Well, I'm going to take. I'd say this in my head. I'm like, I'm going to take the book, put it in my bag. I'm going to say we could talk about whether or not I'll be able to read this book later.
The deal is either now or never.
Okay, so what happens if I don't make the deal with you?
You don't get the knowledge.
Well, yeah. I'm going to keep the book, and I'm going to figure it out on my own.
What?
Well, I mean, books. I mean, I'm a pretty smart wizard. I'm sure I could crack this book. And if I can't, I know some people who can.
I don't believe you.
Well, I work in a magical library, so or used to work in a magical library, so I'm sure I can figure this thing out.
There's no response after that.
Is it angry with me, or disgusted, or exasperated?
You're not really sure.
All right, I'm gonna put the book in my bag, and then I'm gonna climb back upstairs and tell. I'm actually, yeah, I'm gonna say, come on upstairs. I got something to tell you guys. And then after we get upstairs, I'm gonna tell you guys that I heard a magical voice in my head telling me to make a deal with it so I can get forbidden knowledge from a magic book.
You turned it down.
Well, I didn't turn it down per se. See, I figured the way I look at it, right? Okay, you got a magic book here. It's blank, right? Which means if I agree with the deal, the pages become visible, which means the knowledge is there. It's just being protected by a spell that this hag can lift. So I figure if we end up killing these hags, any sort of magical spells that they have on these items would maybe lift as well. So I don't need to make the deal to get the
Are
knowledge.
you sure that the hag cast a spell on that, or is it its own thing? I'm not a magical expert by any means, but
Uh, yeah, that's a good point. Can I make a roll to figure out how much I know about magical books like this and this whole thing that this hag tried to do with me? Since I'm a librarian.
You keep saying
What
hag,
the?
but there's no evidence it was a hag.
Well,
Yeah,
did
go
you
ahead and
did,
roll.
wait? Didn't you Averis tell us hags make deals?
Yeah, but
Like
He
that
it was
did,
a
wasn't the
yes.
thing.
hag you were talking to. That was a voice in your head from a book.
possibly
Yeah,
a hag bound
yeah,
to
but
a
we're
book.
we're in a we're in a hag cave with creatures that make deals, and they do dark magic, and this is their altar probably.
But this part's
So
sealed off and full of dust and clean water.
I'm just saying, if we're in a hag cave, maybe the hags are doing things. That's all I'm saying. Listen. I'm the wizard here, right? I'm gonna like attempt to look really smart by pulling up my pants or something, or straightening out my robe. Let me deal with the magical books. So what do I know about? How do I make a check for if I know how these magical book things work?
You can roll a straight up intelligence check.
Awesome. Oh. Okay, so I've been bluffing a little bit here. I got an 11.
Uh, you aren't really sure. I mean, it could be a hag. It could be its own thing. Right
Oh,
now, you are not very sure.
I'm talking about, like, do I know if how confident am I that I can like break the magical spell? Like the whole thing about making this deal to make the knowledge appear. Since this is a magic book, and I that's what I was kind of doing a check for. Like, can I break this spell on my own? Do I think?
You
Like,
are not sure.
What if it
okay,
was the
like do I?
altar?
Oh, but I took it off the altar before it did something, so the altar probably has nothing really to do with it. But that's a good point. I'm gonna go down there, and can I take a piece of paper and like sketch out a copy of those magical runes?
Yeah, totally.
Okay, I'm gonna go back down there and do that. Does anything happen?
While he's doing that, I'm going to suggest to Corian we check out this other pathway down here.
You're leaving me?
You're with a magic book, aren't you, oh wise wizard?
Ah.
I did peek around the corner. It just kept going.
Hmm.
We haven't checked this one though. The one back out in the other room.
Did you go all the way to the end of this tunnel here?
Just to the edge right here and look down.
Okay, well, we should probably clear this out. Maybe this is somehow connected to where I've just been, in that pool. We could clear that out.
Well, I'm thinking Averis told us that hags are dirty and they don't like to be clean. And this is clean water next to us, so I don't think a hag's gonna go through there. So it might be like a
I did say that the smell got worse the other side of the pool, the deeper into the tunnel I got.
right, but it might not be an entrance that they use. It might just be a fissure in their
Okay,
cave.
well, we'll do your way then.
Um, so it could possibly be, a sneaky entrance for us. Um, I don't know, but yeah, we can go see what's down this way.
Have I gotten back up before they start leaving?
Yeah, didn't take very long.
Awesome.
My character would probably go along to not all the way, but about right there.
I'll be making up the back then with, I guess, Mike.
Okay. So I'm actually gonna.
Oh, and I've extinguished my torch.
Okay. But the lantern's still up.
Yeah.
Okay. Martin, could you remove this map right here?
Which map?
The first one. I guess we won't need it right now. So.
There's this guy over here. I'll draw down. Draw down with the
It was just sitting in that room the entire time.
I have Drostan probably behind Everest.
Alright, I'm gonna flip over the next map, so could you guys put on the blindfold?
So hypothetically, Corianne, how upset would you be if you accidentally got hit with a giant fireball?
I don't know. How upset would you be if you got hit with a greatsword?
I'll have to be careful with this new spell then.
Are we continuing around the corner, or have we just decided our journey ends here?
You guys actually are coming from right here.
Right. And we'll get to the bottom of the room. It's kind of in the inverse order right now.
Yep.
So who's going first? Corian, I suppose.
Are we?
He's the order here.
Well, if you could smell bad smells from the other side, should we see if we can smell bad smells from this side?
Let's do a smell check. I could get Drostan to do that, maybe.
Yeah.
What would be in solid stone would be right here, right?
What was that? Oh, no. You guys are coming from right here.
This is solid stone, though.
I didn't include it in this part. Because you guys were about to go in anyway, so.
Okay.
Were you in front, though, Tarnum?
No, Corian was. He just... It would have helped if it had an entrance.
You'll see in here in a second.
Alright, well... Perception check based on smell, which Drostan has advantage on. 13, 15, and he has a +5, so that'll be a 20.
20? Yeah, you can start to smell. He can start to smell. Also, not just filth, but what smells like decay.
Decay down these tunnels, it's getting worse.
Actually need Corin and Tarnum to make perception checks.
Okay. Perception. No advantage for me on that, right?
9.
Perception would be a 16.
You hear what sounds like rumbling, or from like a mouth. It sounds like kind of like groans.
Noises coming from that cavern. One would assume either hags or probably more strange inhabitants of this cave. Are we pressing forward, or are we staying back and exploring the other routes?
So what do we actually see here?
Are you pointing the light in?
Well, I mean down here, I know what I was looking at. Am I looking at a corner?
Yeah. You're actually looking at an opening. You glance inward and you see that it opens up about 10 feet ahead of you to a room. And what's the range on your lantern?
It's 30 feet bright, 30 feet dim.
Okay, so you can actually see it partially inside it. You see looks like a cage on the other end. You also see a bowl in the middle. Can't really see what's in it. But in one of the cages, you see a couple arms pushing through the cage bars.
I thought there was just arms.
A cage full of arms. Truly, this is a house of horrors.
Well, then I'm going to, I guess, walk further toward the room so I can see better.
Okay.
Guess we're going in.
Wherever that's at.
So as you go inward, you start looking around and you see there are actually 4 of the cages. 3 of them hold looks like zombies, but that are standing and like trying to get out. This one over here has a zombie, but it's not living. There's also a bowl in the middle, which now you can see and smell of dead body parts. You see some like flies coming off of it. A really bad smell.
Tarnum could probably ranger these things down. Tarnum and Mike with their bows, and you with your crossbolts.
We should probably kill them, put them out of their misery.
Yeah. I mean, technically, fire spells wouldn't break the cages, so I could probably use fire.
Well, I mean, you could even shove a sword through, but
that's too close to comfort.
I'm gonna move over so everybody can get in.
So what am I looking at here? I've got this thing of body parts next to me. How many zombies are left?
There's one in each of these.
Are they? Can I just sort of come up here, take a look in the cage? Are they definitely zombies? Like there's not any sort of mind control, or they've been just living down here for a while, so they kind of look that way, but they're actually human and alive still.
Make a perception check.
I want to kill people that don't necessarily deserve it. 11.
Could I do
Oh, what?
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Okay. You look and you can see that the skin is, torn. The eyes are dull. You get the feeling these are signs of undead creatures.
Can I do a I don't know if this would be Arcana check or Perception to see if they're not make sure they're not actually human and being magically seem like they're zombies, like some sort of illusion?
Yeah. This would be investigation.
Okay. 10.
Not really sure.
I want to
I
speak.
don't see any magic.
I want to speak to one of them and say, "Who did this to you?"
Hear some more groaning.
Nobody speak on dead.
I do have comprehend languages, so if they're speaking an actual tongue, I should be able to understand.
Does anybody else can speak with the dead? Maybe. I mean, they're not dead, are they? They're undead. This is the problem here.
If they're speaking a real language, I should be able to understand them. But I'm assuming Hayden, I'm hearing moans.
Yes.
Okay. I'm just throwing this out there. We are dealing with magical creatures. These could be looking like zombies, but not actually zombies.
That's my worry as well. I don't want to go killing things that aren't necessarily what they appear to be.
Avarice, you're the hag expert. You want to maybe check to see if this might be some hag magic going on?
Yes. Let me go investigate. They seem like zombies to me.
I'll poke this
by the way,
sword.
By the way, everyone, can you make stealth checks real quick?
Ooh.
Stealth. Did that include draw stand?
I got a 5.
Yes.
I got a 19.
24 for me, and for Drossen, oh, he's fine. With a +7, 24. 24 for the book.
24? Okay.
I got 19.
18. And then 5. And I rolled for myself and Mike.
Mike is in the shadows, probably.
He's not even here. He just disappeared in the shadows, yeah. But yeah, I told you that they seem like zombies to me.
I don't see. Is there any possible way they could get out? Do they look like they can get out? Are they locked in a pretty firm-looking locked cage?
You look at the
Is it at least
cages and they
Mike-proof?
have locks on them.
Is it rusted, or does it look newish, like it would hold for maybe an hour?
It looks rusted, but secure enough.
Can I inspect this pit of bones and weird stuff in the middle of the room?
Yeah, gonna roll investigation. Are you like just looking at it or searching through it?
I mean, like, it's kind of weird that there's just this random stuff in the middle of the room.
Well,
Pretty
this
much
will,
every other time
this will determine if it's perception or investigation.
This is 17.
Are you like,
Oh, I'm gonna
are you
investigate
just
it.
glancing at it, or
I'm poking it with
Okay.
my staff.
So you kind of push some of the body
Yeah.
parts aside and
So 17 plus 8, so 25.
25. As you're pushing some of them off, the flies that are on it like start buzzing in the air. They start going off away, and you start looking further, and you don't see anything notable.
When you say they went away, did they just like normal fly go away, or did they just all of a sudden seem to all dart in the same direction like they're magical possessed flies? I'm paranoid.
They went in random directions.
Okay.
Would I know about Hanok's book? Would I have seen that he found?
Oh, I told you about the book.
Okay.
Yeah, I think he said he talked about it.
Hanok, do you think that book could be anything to do with this? That book, or is partially responsible? Maybe it's some sort of spell book.
It would be possible if this forbidden knowledge, since it's probably going to be evil. Like I think I got the sense that there was. Did you tell me?
These are hags, not necromancers, and these are undead.
Yeah, but hold on. Excuse me, Hag Wikipedia. Do hags normally practice necromancy? Zen palm. Sometimes. According to Avarice, they practice it sometimes, so this isn't within the realm. But I do think you might be onto something, Tarnum. If this book is a book of necromancy, which would be dark, forbidden magic, the book could have been part of what they used to turn these people into zombies.
They also contain what we need to maybe reverse the process. I don't know if that's really doable when it comes to this.
I don't really study necromancy. I have no idea if it's reversible. Corian, have you ever seen zombies before?
Yes. So have you. We fought some.
Yeah. But I mean, like in terms of, have you ever heard of like someone turning zombies back from being zombies? Has that ever happened in your experience? I'm assuming you. I mean, I know you're not a magic expert, but I don't know if that's anything in your travels. Avarice, have you ever had anything like that?
Isn't zombies dead bodies brought back to life?
That's true.
They have to be dead, though. I mean,
Yeah, that's the thing. You're right. I wouldn't. Can I do an Arcana check to see if I would know that?
here's what I propose. I propose we leave them as is. They're not going to break out and take care of the hag issue. Then come back here and deal with these. And if nothing has changed, we don't know anything, and that book turns out to be nothing, we'll let them pass on to the next life instead of living here. But I'm not going to go killing things that might not appear to be what they seem.
If they are zombies, they definitely were dead and have to be. Corian's right. They're definitely dead and brought back to life. So at this point, they're either really zombies or they're not. We could. This is a little cruel, but you could slightly cut them with a dagger and see how they react.
I would, but the one person who I wanted the dagger from wouldn't let me have it. So
Well, I meant with a normal dagger. I want to cut him with the evil dagger. Hey, if you want the evil dagger, you can go for it, man.
I wonder if the evil dagger has something to do with that.
Oh, I can investigate. Can I investigate the dagger without attuning to it, Hayden?
You won't learn any magical properties, but you can. I think you already.
You already did that.
I did. I did that. You're
Yeah.
right. I can't remember that I did.
Can I hold that dagger for a moment?
Yeah, sure. I hand him the dagger.
Hold it up to like maybe this one here and see if they react to it anyway.
Ooh.
And not offer
Still
it to them.
6.
I'm just holding it up in the air.
Here, have a dagger.
They seem to change in any way, or does it just not really pay attention?
They don't really. They're just trying to grab you, trying to reach out to you.
Very talkative, are you? All right.
Can I just do a general perception check to see if there's anything else going on in this room besides cages full of zombies and the hole in the middle?
Why would this be here?
You can make a perception check. Yes.
Let's see if I see anything else. Ooh, apparently I am really entranced by these zombies. I rolled a 3.
The flies are getting in your face.
Ugh. I start swatting at it. I use prestidigitation to make them go away.
I do not recognize that spell.
I cast I don't even know how it's really pronounced at this point.
Prestidigitation.
Prestidigitation.
I'm going to stand by what I originally said. We could take care of this at the end, see
All right.
what happens. I mean, these may be the unfortunate victims that had to deal with the hag already.
And that's true.
Do they look like children?
They're adult-sized.
I guess there's nothing else to this room. Corian, what do you think?
I have no idea.
Mike, what do you think?
I mean, the last time we saw a thing in the middle of the room, there was a message, and I don't think we see any messages.
Yeah, this is an open hallway, right? Right over here. Like this isn't like a locked door. All right. Well, hopefully nothing comes behind us and lets them out of the cage, but zombies aren't usually too strong. So yeah, let's do
I
it.
wonder why there's a
bowl
bowl in the middle of the floor. Seems weird.
I investigated it. It had nothing in it but stuff in it. You know, like
Well, what is in it?
Rotted food, something.
Body parts, yep. Like arms, legs.
Maybe this is a pantry.
Possibly. I mean, maybe they eat this stuff. I don't know what hags really eat.
Oh,
Yeah, I
that's
have
true.
no idea.
Actually, that's true. They could be eating the zombies.
That seems really gross to me. But
Hey,
Well, these things are pretty gross.
that's
Everest,
true.
do hags eat zombies?
Didn't they say they don't? It's not that. I mean,
But they wear gore, right? Isn't that one of the things we were told? Bones and muck. Maybe this is maybe this is a closet instead of a pantry.
I know. Do you think you could do a check on these locks here to see if they're like magically locked? Because I'm worried if we confront the hags, they may let these things out magically.
Yeah, I could do a magic lock check.
I want to be
I'm
dealing
gonna
with
get
the
kind of close to it, but not close enough for them to grab me. And I'm gonna do would this be Arcana or just other investigation?
Arcana.
All right. If they are magical, I get extra. Wow. I rolled a 1. I have no idea how magical locks work. So,
Never mind.
Yeah.
I would say leave it alone for now. Let's just keep exploring, and we can deal with this problem later if we need to.
That seems okay with me. I don't want to accidentally kill real people.
Are hags intelligent, Everest? Do they understand what we have to say?
Yes.
We might be able to ask them about it. I don't know how friendly they are going to be in talking, but maybe if we assume that there's more than one, but maybe kill the rest and just leave one
Ooh,
barely alive and find out what they were doing.
oh, I got an idea. That gives me a great idea. Before we leave the room, I'm gonna put my hand on the book I took, and in my head go, "Hey, voice in my head, you there?
What?
Hey, it worked." I'm gonna say that out loud. Hold on, guys, I got something here. Hey, we're in a room full of zombies. Anything you want to tell us about that?
Who are you talking to?
Shh, 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 shh. It's the voices in my head. They know things.
I could tell you things if you agree to the deal.
Uh, hmm. I would owe you a favor at some point in the future.
Yeah.
That's very vague. A favor. Like, is there?
You're trying to do favors with that.
So this is in my head right now. This is in my head right now.
Oh, okay.
It's like because they can't hear me. I don't think if I speak out loud. And that, so I'm in my head. I'm saying, favor's kind of vague. Can we get more specific?
Mm, I'm not really sure what I want yet. Maybe someone dead.
I mean, these zombies seem pretty pointless. So, yeah, never mind. How are you doing today? All right. All right then. You have a good rest of your day. All right.
Give
I said,
me to someone that will utilize my intelligence.
hey, I'm very smart. Don't sass me.
Clearly not.
Wow, that's insulting. All right, I'm going to take my hand off the book and put it back in my bag and say, voices in my head were very unhelpful. Sorry, guys.
What are you doing voices in your head with that?
Well, putting my hand on it, decided to see. I'm not magically attuning to it, so it's relatively safe.
Avarice, what is that? Do you know anything about that? These types of items? Doesn't seem like a great idea.
It seemed like a pretty dark book.
What were you talking to it about? Like,
I asked it about the zombies.
what did it say?
It said it could give me that knowledge. It said it could give me that knowledge if I was willing to agree to a favor.
I mean, you don't want to be doing a favor with something like that,
No,
man.
but I figured it might dangle a hint in front of me. I think these zombies are pretty useless because if they were part of some master plan and telling me would be really important, it might dangle a little cookie in front of me. So I'm going to go with you, Tarnum, on this one and say that we could just probably leave these guys here for now.
Right. I'm going to keep an eye on him and that book and see if he has any other interactions with it in the future.
I'm actually going to have you guys roll another stealth check now.
Alright.
Ooh, 6.
Unnatural 20 for me. For Drostin.
I don't get to keep my
Unnatural
20,
20.
right?
To be honest, I'm
7.
not that worried about facing the hags. I'd rather kill him at this point. Get him out of the way. Clear the board a bit, yeah.
They do have babies.
What was yours and Jostan's again?
Both unnatural 20.
Dang.
I've got a +6 to stealth now, thanks to my level up, so.
Nice.
I'm a rogue, but not a rogue.
That's really good. +6 for Rangers, yeah. That's really good. I think mine's like +2 or something.
I have +1.
No, it's +1 for me.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. I have 0, so I rolled a 5. Anyway, so I guess we're moving forward.
Which way? Left or right?
I think this way goes back to the room where we fought the puddings.
Are we sure about that? We came from this tunnel here.
Yeah, hey Hayden, which way is what ways do we have to get out of here? Left or is it?
So, you guys headed down this way, so the pool would be like over here.
Okay, so I mean yeah.
What's behind us then? Like if we were to go this way, what's there? Can we see?
Is that what leads back?
You guys point the lantern over here, and you see charred vines
So it's not poisonous.
So you get the feeling that it goes back to the bind room. This way right here.
Oh.
Right.
Guess there's only one way. Corian,
What?
lead the way.
Okay.
You have the lantern.
Yeah, but I'm not a scout.
Can I take something from this bowl here of body parts?
Yes.
What have I got? What do I put in my inventory by doing that?
A rotting arm. Anything else you want to do with it?
I just want to put it away for now.
Okay.
Figured it might be useful as bait against the hags, since they love dirty things so much.
And I don't
Toss
have
it
dark
over.
vision, so why am I
Oh.
going first?
You're right. I'm an idiot. Which is what my character's not good at this anyway. So